Hi, this is Darman. Welcome to another Minecraft Let's Play video. In this video series, I'm showing you how to build Stampy's house. And in the last video, there it is, there's Stampy's house. In the last video, we finished building Googly's Island. Here it is. This is it. This is really... Is it over the top to even bother building this? You know, there are probably only a few hardcore people out there that actually watch the whole video and are working on building this silly thing. But if you want to do it, there it is. It's there for the taking. So in today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to work on this area over here. And there it is, the SS Stumpy. There's the full scale, fully detailed SS Stumpy model. There it is. It's awesome. We're going to work on that. We'll talk about that some other time. Yeah, we're going to work on the kind of fixing this area up, making it more look watery. We're going to build the dock and kind of just shape this area a bit more. And really, for all intents and purposes, once we've built the dock, as far as I'm concerned, the house is officially done. That's really only technically really the piece of the house that's missing is the dock. You know, I don't really consider the terrain part of the house, basically. We are going to build this mountain at some point, or at least a reasonable facsimile of it. That's not going to happen yet, but the construction of it is probably going to go something like we did for Googly Island. I'll probably chop it up into a couple different levels and, you know, go through the map and then just tell you, you know, put one block here, two block here, and I don't know what, I just can't think of any other way to do it. Anyway, let's, I want to take you back over to my Stampy's download seed. I don't know what else to call it. I downloaded his seed and I've started building his world. And it looks a lot like this right now, actually. So let's go over there because I want to explain a couple of things before we get started. And we're back here in Stampy's downloaded seed. And as you can see, it doesn't really look a whole lot different than, at least from this angle, from what we've been working on. Here's the, you know, Googly Island in its original form and so forth. One thing I did want to point out on Googly's Island, over here on this side, there's kind of this section here that's stone, and feel free to put that in. As far as I can tell, that is still that way. Now, there were several sections, if you have Stampy's downloaded seed, I think there was maybe in this area, I'm not sure, there was stone, but has been, I guess he's changed it to dirt. I don't know, if maybe just because he likes the dirt look better. So anyway, that's part of what you're going to be doing if you have Stampy's download seed. And it's amazing how the SOS Island here is getting very populated. I mean, look at these things. Look, they're barely big enough to hold an animal, and yet there they are. They've spawned on there. That's funny. We've got this half-built SS Stumpy, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But we were going to build this dock area, and we want to kind of. I'm not going to tell you how to build this terrain. This isn't a ginormous, you know, mountain. I can't, you know, where do you stop? You know, basically, like at that point. So what I'm going to do is just give you the outline, you know, just the shoreline here, that just as it is here, and at least the basic shape of it, and probably till about here, and you know, you're probably going to be going nuts at that point and trying to make it look right, but mostly you just want to make sure that you've kind of got the feel of it, you know, that it kind of gives you the impression of being, you know, in a Stampy environment, and you want to make sure you leave plenty of room for the submarine, which will eventually be here, and of course you're going to need to have lots of water so that you can sail this as Stumpy as much as you want. So now to explain what this is over here, you've probably been wondering what this is. There's this odd trail of diamond, which I used just simply because there's absolutely no other diamond around here, and it stands out, and I would never think that is supposed to be here. But what this is this gives me my place marker for exactly where the center of this boat is, and it also tells me where to start building it, because I don't know if you've seen my Building SS Stumpy series. It's a 4-part series that I have on my channel, and what I start building it, you start from the bottom. You can, it's hard to see it down here, but you start with building this layer down here that's under the water, and this is just kind of like an umbilical cord that gets you, started. So this is actually 10 blocks long, and it ends here. This is the 10th block, and the 11th block would be, let's say, like, here. It's kind of hard to see here, but this 11th block is where, I guess I can go up in here. Oh, this is good. So this is, wood normally, but this is the bottom of the boat. In other words, if I just chop this away, you'll see, this is the very bottom of the boat, and then it just goes out and up, several levels in each direction, and to complete the shape for the most part. Step the front's a little tricky, but which is why I didn't bother building it right now in here. So it's 10 blocks out, and we're going to do that also when we do our world in the builder world. I'm just going to give you a placement for where this line of 10 blocks goes, and just to kind of give you sort of started on the bottom of the boat a little bit, and then you can what you can do is just go watch the video that I already have, and it'll explain it to you. I will warn you that once, I think it's in the second video. I think the second video, possibly the third as well. I have a split screen with my daughter Tori helping me, and I watched it the other day, and I gotta tell you, I was not that impressed, because I didn't do a lot of talking and explaining about, put this block here, that block there, that block there. I was just sort of like, I had this model of it next to it, and I'm just sort of copying it. So I apologize. I'm not sure if I'm gonna redo that or not, but we can cross that bridge when we get to it. So we're just going to build all this as much as we can today. So let's go back over to the builder world and start there. And we're back in the builder world here, and well, all right, it's a bit different. I flattened out a whole bunch of this, and I took out some of the grass that was just kind of laying around. I dug down. The most important thing is that I dug down one block. This was all up here before, it was all like even with this. I dug down one block basically everywhere, all around to where to go, all the way around here. So now this, the support block is now showing. So what I'm going to do is recommend that you do this. I've just gone around, everything that we've built, and just dug down to that same one level. And we're going to go back, and I'm going to just do the shoreline, the water line that goes all the way around here. And we're going to do one that goes all the way, it's going to, that basically kind of goes around this area to give you the basic, dimensions for that. And again, I'm not going to go showing you how to do every single thing on this hill. It's just not really all that necessary. Just kind of, make it sort of blend in and stuff. It's just, it would be insane to try to actually learn how to do that. This was bad enough, and that mountain that we're going to do later, that's way over there. I'm not looking forward to that, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it because it's a very predominant piece of Stampydom, and we're gonna get through it anyway. All right, so let's get to this here. So let's get start here. This shoreline, which did I mention this, that if you have the Stampy's world, this actually kind of, if you have the Stampy download seed, this actually kind of is sort of similar to how it looks when you first get it. The water kind of, the land sort of stops right around, and maybe right around in this area, and you're gonna have to extend out a little bit to get this shape right. So let's see, we're gonna come onto the third, let's see where we go here. Yeah, the fourth block from the end here. So I'm just gonna fly up here, 1 2 3 4, and so that's gonna be our first block. And I'm just gonna go all the way across to meet up with this. I just kind of arbitrarily just kind of cut this here, since this was basically where the shoreline went, and I just kind of cut it all the way back to here, just to make it a little easier to explain. So that's at the fourth one, and I just took it all the way to the right there like that. And I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna leave these two empty, and I'm gonna do the third one on here, and I'm just gonna bring that one all the way over here. And the next two rows are going to be the same. We're going to leave the one empty, and then we're just going to start filling from here over to the right, and repeat the exact same thing. Just double it up. There we go. And this time we're just going to leave the first 3 open and fill to the right that way. And now we're just going to, we're kind of right in line with this. Well, not kind of, we are exactly right in line with this support block here. You should be. And we're just going to put 1 block here, 1 block here, and then 1 block here that kind of just touches it right there on the corner. So that should match up right there. And this, if I did mention when we built the pool, this should be 10 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so that should be 10 long. And what is it, 4 wide? Yeah, so that should match up there. So now let's see. Now let's continue. Oops, excuse me. I'm taking a shower. Let's see here now. See if I can get this right. Okay, so it goes down to 2, and we want to do, basically I just kind of have to put back in my zeros, where the original land level was. So let's see, there's 1 here. We go back into this corner, and there's 1 here and here. And then, there's 1, where does it go? Right here. It goes right here. And these all stay like that. The water's going to just lap right up against there. Okay. And let's see. So this is going to then sort of come out. This is going to come out. I have nothing to choose. I only have 1 thing to pick, and I can't seem to find it on here. Maybe I should just fill up my whole tray with grass. Okay, so there's going to be some right here. Let's see. Well, this is all basically from this point over. This is all just going to be filled in. This is 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, we want to bring it all the way out to here. This should be 4 blocks out, basically, for this point. So from here, let's see if I can put a number on this. This is not exact. I just kind of approximated this from just looking at his videos, and basically it starts out 4 blocks away, from here, and just kind of meets up out here, and then it goes down to 3 blocks, and then it goes down to 2. So I'm just going to kind of divide it up kind of in thirds. So this is going to go down to 3 blocks wide here. And then right towards the end here, it starts to get down to like 2. And that's fine. It doesn't have to be, there's no real pattern here. And there's nothing that's going to affect anything else. So I'm just going to fill this in. Yeah, something like this. Just sort of give you a better view like that. That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't have to. You just want it to kind of gradually kind of slope that way, and I'm just gonna throw on some detail. Doesn't really, these kind of, we can just sort of step things down a little bit and add. I don't know. Maybe we've got a level that sort of comes up here, and then, that I'm going to want to fill underneath that, of course, and I'll just play with it. You can, maybe have this kind of come out here, and I don't know, just whatever you can come up with. Maybe this just sort of comes out a little bit, and there's some little bits here that sort of do that, and I'll just sort of play with it, and these don't have to be exact. When it comes time to do like the bank, there will be an exit that comes out in this general vicinity somewhere around here. So at that point you can sort of make that particular area work as far as having the exit work properly, and come out, and so it looks the same, so forth. But short of that, I wouldn't really get too too worked up about what this is supposed to look like over here. You know, whatever. That's, you know, that's just an example of stuff you can do. It's not that I'm not saying this is great, and eventually the excess grass will sort of disappear, and it will help kind of sell that a little bit. And yeah, maybe just kind of fill that in a little bit. I don't know. And just kind of do that. That's fine. That's fine. No, there's no. How many times do I have to say it? It's okay. It doesn't have to be exactamundo like Stampy like that. We're just doing a little, you know, rough terrain there. Okay. And, you know, to me, this is more kind of important to get correct, and then, you know, than this. This is a little more predominant. Over here, we're going to install a pig. You need to put a pig right here in this exact. Get out of the way, pig. You're in the way. You're in the way of progress, piggy. The dock is going to go here, and actually, this actually extends out a little bit too far here. This wood should not go that far. And what we should do is, here's a point where I could actually get some more materials. That'd be smart. Let's just do the dock real quick. This is super easy, obviously. Let's see here. Now from this point, okay, give me that back. All right, so from this point, you're going to want to leave right from this edge of this balcony. Just leave this block empty, and right here, these 1, 2, 3, it should be 4 wide coming out. And this all needs to go straight back. So there should be grass here. In other words, right, you know, going right up against here, and we'll deal with that in just a minute. But here, so we've got including this block, I should say, including this block right here that we just already put down, there should be a total of 28 blocks that go all the way out. So let's see, we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, and then that's going to be four wide. Stop doing that. Hey, did you guys see there's a new texture pack out? I saw. I'll just kind of talk about something about patterns. I downloaded it and checked it out. It was pretty interesting. I'm not sure how much use I'm going to get out of it, but it's definitely different. Everything has a very unique sort of non-natural pattern. In fact, the animals are pretty funny. But for only $1, well worth. Always fun to download all. I always download all the texture packs. They're fun. Okay, so that goes all the way out. So 28 out to here. So now from the end here, let's figure out where the little part that goes out to the boat is. It is this end part here should be 4 wide, 4 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th one, that's 5th, 6th, and 7th, I should say. That's where it's going to go out. It's going to go out 6 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just fill this in. And there you go. Now this is going to go up. Yeah, I can't remember how far it has to go up, but this will touch the edge of the SS Stumpy once it gets built. Right there. And then all we just need, we need a little, need a couple little details here. Ladder, let's grab some torches. We need like for some reason he's got a crafting table and a chest out here. I'm not sure if these are still out here these days, but crafting table just kind of sits here, and there's a chest over here. I think there's just a chest here now. I don't think the crafting table's there anymore, but that's for a long time they both were there, so you can decide if you want to have that there for nostalgia's sake. And you know, obviously there's going to be some ladders going up here. Torches, they just kind of go right on each side of this thing, and that's basically it for the dock. Well, that is it for the dock. So this, obviously, if you don't already have it, this needs to be some water over here, and water, and we're going to dig all this out. Some liberal use of TNT. Now over here, would be where we would have the SOS Island. So, and you know what? I just realized this is probably in my way as far as a teaching tool. So let me get rid of this real quick. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so I need to, since we're here, let's just put in SOS Island, the top part that you can see. And the best place to start with this is, okay, so there's this corner. Hello, jungle. That's right here. So from this corner, ignore all your terrain, anything that you've put down here. So from this block right here on this corner, let's see here. We're going to go out. We're going to go out 7 blocks. So let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And next, right to the left of that 7th block, put a grass block. Okay. So you got that. So go out 7, and then put a block right to the left of that 7th block. Now, so this is where it's going to start. So from here, we're going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to go back over here. We're going to come out 1 farther to the left. And then we're going to do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5, 6, 7. And let's go back to the left. Now we're going to come out 1 more again. And we're just going to go all the way across and then bring it out 1. No, actually, no. We're going to leave it right there even with that one. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that was 8. Okay, so now from here back to the left, we're going to stay in the same line here. We're just going to go over, let's see here, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there should be 3 left here. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay, good. And let's see. So from here, then we're going to go 1 to the left here, and we're going to make another 5 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that should leave that one there. And all the way back to the left again. And we're going to go out again 1 little block farther to the left. And then we're going to bring it out so that it meets up that one. So there should be 2 here. And then go out again, and we're just going to go, we're going to meet up with this one again. And we're going to go to the right 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's that one left there. And then finally, we just need to extend this part here too. So there should be 2 here. So there should be 3 right here. So there you go. There, it's hard to kind of see, but that is SOS Island. And we can't have SOS Island without the actual SOS on it. So let me grab some regular dirt. And the reason I'm grabbing grabbing regular dirt rather than grass block, I've done that before. Grass block is that we want the grass to grow naturally on this, just as it did when he put this on here. Who was it? Longbow? Gosh, I just watched that video again just to make sure I got it right. So anyway, so the S, each letter is 3 blocks wide, and what you can do is you start the S. Let me see, how can I explain this? Okay, on the left side here, it goes up to, and there, you've got this point here, and then you've got this point here, and right here is where the S is going to be, and it hangs out over this block. So the middle of the S is right here, and then it just goes like that, and it just kind of hangs over what will be the water. There'll be water there eventually. So this part of the S should line up, and you can see the grass is already growing there. So we're going to go up 2, and then we're just going to kind of make this block letter S like that. So it's just 3 across, and then just keep going up. There should be 3 this way, 3 this way, and then 3 that way, and then a total of 3 that way. So it should look like that. And then the O is small, but so it's just basically exact square. So just leave one block in between, and we're going to go across 1, 2, 3, and then just stack it up to make a little O center there, and there you go. That's it. So it's just 3 by 3 square, and you see the grass growing in the middle, and that's good. That's how it should be. And there'll eventually be some grass growing here. Now the other S, what you have to do is just kind of extend this out a block so that you can attach a block, because this is going to be over water. There's no land under here, so we're going to put that extra block to act as the spacer. Then we have to add 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and then you can get rid of that, and then just create the exact same S that we have over there, and then that's it. I seriously doubt you really need instructions on how to build the SOS part. You've seen it 100 times probably. Okay, so there you go, and that's gonna make it's gonna look a little more normal once this all gets kind of blown away. And speaking of which, liberal uses of dynamite around this area is probably not recommended. You may want to be a little more gentle around this area. If you are at all planning on building the layer that would be down below here, you want to make sure that you leave lots of room down there for yourself, and don't dig this straight down. In other words, make sure you kind of each level just kind of bringing out 1 or 2 blocks, down and down and down, because that's how it would be in Stampy's world. And I'll try to give you an example of that as I do it, but the rest of it, he doesn't really have to be anything in particular. Just got to be enough room to make the Stumpy SS Stumpy, and really only goes down like one block below the water. So hello, yes, are you looking for some work, sir? I have to build a boat here later. Can you come back here? What do you got? Oh man, lazy pig. You look like you wanted something to do. So over here, let's do this here. Let me switch back to my regular grass here. Let's see. So this from here, I just kind of threw some grass down as an example, but it does come out to, it actually does come out to exactly that spot, right in line where this pylon support is, I guess you could say. So it goes right out to here. So let's see, that's 5 blocks. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's basically. If you want, you can just go straight back with this from here, pretty much as far as you want to the end of the earth. I've already got some land there, and we can just fill this in here. Of course, this will be, something you're probably going to end up covering up with some terrain that's going to go up that way. I can kind of get you started. I showed you pictures of shots of the video from Stampy's Lovely World Seed that I have. They kind of show this area, and you can go back and just kind of pause those videos, and you just kind of build up some terrain. It's not really viable to really explain it to you. It's just a huge mountain. It's just too much. It's just you can just do something that looks pretty. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can do nothing. You can leave it just like that. And then just kind of, if you really want, you can just kind of, just sort of build it up, and, make a little steps, and, fill it all in, and then bring it out one more. You can, you just kind of go nuts, and then just bring it down and sort of blend it in. It's not fun. It's not fun. I'll tell you, I've done it before, and I'm just going to take all this off of here because I don't quite know what I'm going to do yet. Okay, anyway, so 5 blocks wide, just take that all the way over that way. You'll see, we're not going to go that far. So this will be the shoreline on this side. So let's see, from here. All right, so we're going to leave these 3 blocks here. And on the 4th block, you're going to go over 2. And then back 2, over 1, back 2, To the right 1. Back 3. 1, 2, 3. To the right 1. Up 1. To the right 2. Back 1. To the right 1. And we're getting a little closer to this than I thought. Go back to this, to the left of that one, and just go up here. 2. And we're going to pretend this is not here. Alright, we're going to pretend that's not there. So go up 2, and then to the left 3, and then come back towards yourself 3. It kind of makes this funny little, this is how a seed is. I'm not sure if that block ends up staying there or not, to tell you the truth. So let's see. So this is a little pencil that sticks out. So we're going to, from here, from this second block here, we're going to go to the right. 2, and then towards us 1, and to the right 1, towards us another 1. So that puts us even with that one. And then to the right of that, we're going to add 3. 1, 2, 3. And towards us 1. And another 3. 1, 2, 3. And towards us 1. And to the right 1. Towards us 1. Right 1. Towards us 1. To the right 1. And now we're still going to go backwards. Go back 1. And go to the right 2. Back 1 to the right 1. Back 1 to the right 2. Back 1, and then it starts to sort of slowly just kind of keep going back. This is where it starts becoming fairly unimportant, but just keep kind of working it back, you know, little by little, just in small spurts. You know, back here would kind of be, you know, what was the great dog's grave? I cannot remember the dog's names half the time after they died. It kind of would go sort of in there. But the main thing is that you want to. Did I do this right? Is there something wrong? Let me check something here. Bear with me just 1 second. That should be. Actually, that's okay. It's actually. Actually, I think it's off by 1 block. It is. This block should be right here. But that, you know, it doesn't really matter for the purposes of this. But I'll tell you, for people that have Stampy's World, this block should line up. There should be a piece of granite, not granite, gravel, like right here. And we're just doing grass because it doesn't really matter. But it doesn't matter because I gave the dimensions, and that's going to work out fine. So at this point, you can kind of just fill this in. You can maybe start with something flat and then kind of just, you know, build part of the hill as you see fit. I'll go back at the end of this video and I'll give you a shot of what it looks like from Stampy's seed that I have, just to make sure you have an idea of what you're going for, if you're going to go for that at all. You may already have a mountain here that you're perfectly happy with, or you don't care and you're more interested in just having the actual house and the SS Stumpy and all that. So you can fill that in and at your leisure, and I'll show you what I have once I've done something with it. So speaking of SS Stumpy, I want to show you exactly where to put this thing. I'm going to grab my diamond because, as I showed you before, I use the diamond for something some block that I'm putting down to use like measurements and so forth, so that I know that it doesn't belong there, and I can easily say, oh, there's something bright there that I shouldn't have left behind. So let's see here. Now let's get this right. Excuse my crinkling, my paper. Okay, here we go. So we're going to use this as our little landmark here. And we want to go to the 4th block to the left of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm putting this marker down. And we're going to put 10 of these all together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the SS Stumpy starts right here. The bottom of it is. And if you go to my video that is building the SS Stumpy, if you go to the first video, I build the SS Stumpies in this little pool of water, and this is the technique I use because it's, it's 2 or 3 blocks deep, and I just start at the edge and I come right out, and then this is where it, I start building this way. And then you can, obviously you just go back and get rid of this and just start building with the wood. I don't even remember. I think it's 5 wide down here, and then it starts kind of going this way and so forth and filling in. But this is, if you follow that video from that point on, you'll be all right. Just make sure that 11th block is wood, and that's where your ship, the bottom of your ship, and then it's just kind of, the ship just kind of builds up and out from there, and so forth, and you get the picture. It kind of keeps coming out and whatnot. And so this part will be actually underwater. What you're going to build here, this is going to be actually just I should say level with the water. The water is going to be right like imagine that's the water. Okay, not that, this water. Anyway, so that's how you're going to know where to put the SS Stumpy in there. If that works out okay, everything's done right, this should line up exactly in the right spot. That being said, if you build, the entire hull of the SS Stumpy and it doesn't quite match up to this, now that would be your option to say to yourself, well, do I really care? I would just adjust whatever is needed to be adjusted. Make this smaller, longer, taller, shorter, whatever it takes, because as long as you're sort of in the vicinity, I think you'll be happy with it. But that will, if you can follow the instructions to the letter, should put that exactly where this needs to be. And I'm anticipating a lot of comments that are going to be like, well, I did it, but I can't quite get it to match up. But it doesn't have to match up exactly. This is where it should end up. But you can adjust this as needed if it doesn't quite work out. But if it doesn't quite work out, if it was me, I would try to figure out what happened first, and then, because if that didn't work out, then there might be some bigger problems inside your boat that are going to hinder you from completing it in a way that you'll be happy with, as far as putting all the, correct beds and the dimensions on the inside and so forth. But again, those 4 videos that I have should serve you pretty well for getting certainly the main part of the hull done. Okay, so at this point, homework is to, if you haven't already, dug out everything that as far back as you want to go. The SS Stumpy is going to come out to maybe another 20 blocks past this. And you'll quickly see when you build it how far you have to go, but you're gonna want to probably blow this all up and then deal with your SS Stumpy, because you don't want to accidentally blow it parts of your hard work up. But so just come out another 20 blocks, and if you end up having to chip out some more, then chip out some more. But that would go as far as you can stand, because it kind of help give you at least the illusion that you could go somewhere if you have a body of water somewhere, which I don't really have a body of water to connect up with. I mean, I've got these little ponds over here. It's not going to really sell that this could go somewhere, but I'm not really concerned about that. At least we'll have the SS Stumpy, and then we'll have water coming all around here, and then eventually, I'll just kind of do some around here. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, I think I've mentioned this a couple of times. If you've got a bunch of forest near your thing and you want to get rid of it, light it on fire. And then just let it burn while you're doing other stuff, because it helps. You just grab your little flint here, and just go over. And I've already started the process here. You can see, this is actually leftover trees here, and just kind of, most of them have burnt down to this far, which I don't really need to. I can probably get rid of them at this point. But this jungle ones are massive, and just kind of set some fires, and if the trees are near each other, the fire will spread. Of course, that is if you have the fire spreading on. Well, just light them all on fire, and just let them do some of the work for you. Just have fun, go to town, just light this up, and then get some work done. And after a while, you'll see if the world is on fire. Hopefully, that won't lag you too much. Anyway, that's what I did. So there we go. All right, so yeah, homework, dig, 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 and go ahead and start filling in all your water using the techniques that we've gone over for when we did the not the clubhouse, the secret base. You can do whatever you want. If you want to just go, one technique could be that you might go underground here and then just dig out everything except this top block, just top thing, just dig, 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 dynamite and whatnot, put water over top and then dig out this top, and the water will just seep down in there. But I think I'm going to stick with my same technique of just, making the, kind of going back and forth with rows that are two blocks apart, and then putting water down and then getting rid of those rows. That seems to work pretty good for me. So you do what you need. And so you've got a lot of work ahead of you. If you haven't started already, start digging, or start digging. And you can start building some stuff over here. So really, as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, I did mention this really basically officially finishes his house. I mean, it's not really, there's some more terrain work, and we've got to do this mountain, but the mountain technically is not part of his house. I don't consider it. I guess you could consider it part of his first shelter. You could do that. And if you haven't started already, start building this land out here that's on the other side of this, for the theater, because we're going to be doing the theater. We're going to be doing, my dog's just staring into space. We're going to be doing the mob trap theater. We're going to be doing over here, doing the rocket and balloons and the town. We're going to be doing everything. So please, you can stop asking me what we're going to be doing, because we're going to be doing everything. We're going to try our best to get everything in, even the fun land, stuff in the fun land, which is going to be very interesting to prepare for, based on what I've just seen. And what I might do is, since we've kind of got, Stampy's Village, which is what I've kind of decided to call it, Stampy's Village, and wow, that horse just despawned right in front of me. Oh, no, it didn't despawn. Stampy's Village and Funland. I think what I'm going to probably do is alternate, do one of the buildings here, and then the next video do something in the Funland, and just kind of go back and forth, rather than, doing all the village and then the Funland. Because it doesn't really matter for all intents and purposes where the fun land is in your world, because it may not fit where it's supposed to be, like in my original world. I feel like I'm just talking forever here, but so yeah, I think officially his house is done. The house is done. I mean, really, there's not another piece of wood or stone that we need to lay down to build this house. So I think from this point on, I'm going to have to name the videos something else. So I'll have to come up with something. Instead of saying building Stampy's house number 50,720,000, I'll have to say building Stampy's, I don't know. Well, I'll just do something else, like how I have the other videos. So anyway, I think that's it. I'm done. I am out of here. I'm Darman68. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!